Hi, good evening, and welcome to Christian's Kitchen. Psych, I'm here to show you guys how to make air fried chicken wings. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you what you need, and then we're gonna run through the steps. It's pretty simple. All you need is chicken, a couple ingredients, air fryer. So, all right, you guys ready? Let's go. You're just gonna need chicken. Right now, I have about 6 pieces. Next, you're going to need some salt, any type of salt will do, sea salt, Himalayan salt, that's just regular salt. And then also baking powder. To get started, what I usually do is, I don't really measure out my salt. I don't put a lot in it. The salt is mainly just to help bring down the temperature of the skin. That way when you fry it, you get that crispiness that you search for when you actually, deep fry some chicken. So it's not really for seasoning. So what I do is, I just a little razzle dazzle, that's all. And then what I do is for the bacon, now this is the real key ingredient, the baking powder. For about 6 wings, you'll probably use no more than a tablespoon. Usually I don't, measure anything out, but for these purposes I will. So for around 6 wings, you'll use maybe about a tablespoon. And it's not really to, fry them anything or to make sure they all cover. You just really want to kind of get in there, get dirty a little bit, get your hands dirty, and you're gonna want to just make sure that they're all covered in the chicken. Covered in the baking powder. So it's not really gonna be like thick or anything like that. So really just try to remember a tablespoon per 6 or 7 wings. All right. Once they're covered like that, you see, then you're just gonna simply put them in the air fryer like that. I have my air fryer lined with aluminum foil because I ruined it. I didn't follow the instructions. Please do not, spray your air fryer with, any aerosol-based oils, anything like that. You will ruin your fryer. All right. So once they're simply put in there like that, make sure there's room in between each, chicken wing. You're going to simply put it in. And so it's going to be a couple of steps to this when you're talking about frying it. So first, we're going to put it on for 360 degrees. 360 degrees for 12 minutes, right? All right. So now that our wings are at the halfway point, let's see what we got here. So, all right, they don't look too great. You need to make sure you have enough room in between them. And also make sure that you don't overstuff the air fryer. So I don't know how big your air fryer might be, but just make sure that it's not overstuffed. I'm making a good amount of wings tonight, so I'm gonna have to do this in batches. All right. So now that we are, at the halfway point, what we're gonna do, we're gonna flip them over, roll them over. And so this is kind of what they should look like at the halfway point. They're not gonna look very good, but it's okay. The end product will be good, I promise. Put it back in the air fryer for 360 again for 12 more minutes, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. So let's check to see how the chicken looks after the second round of 12. And as you can see, it looks a little bit more like chicken. Ooh. So now what we're gonna do to get those 2 rounds of chicken frying, made sure that the wings were cooked. All right. So now we're going to work on trying to get it crispy. In order to get it crispy, you're going to increase the temperature to 400 degrees. We're going to cook it for about 7 to 8 minutes. All right. And after they're done, we'll check to see how they look. And if you want it even more crispy, what you're going to do is just going to keep on adding more time, cooking it at 400 degrees, but adding more time. So let's put it back in the air fryer now for 400 degrees. And we're gonna do it for, like I said, about 8 minutes, all right? All right, so they are not as crispy as I would like them. And like I said, that may happen. It all depends on how big the wings are. We kind of working with some pretty big wings. So it depends on how big the wings are and how big your air fryer is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these back in at 400 degrees again for about 7 more minutes, and then we'll check again, all right? So as you can see, after a second round of 8, they are crispy. Just like if they were fried, all right? So now what we're gonna do is once you have them fried, you can dip them in whatever sauce you want. Now for me, tonight we having one of my favorite, all-time favorite, the hot lemon pepper. It's an Atlanta tradition. So what you're gonna do is simply as this, you know. So we'll just drop all the wings in there. You see the crispy, nice and fried. And don't worry if they don't have that golden, look that you usually get when they're fried. They're pretty good, trust me. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take two key ingredients. Simple Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce. And we're just gonna dazzle it over there. Ooh, nice and juicy. All right, just a little bit. Enough to cover. Give it a little shake. And once you hear that, going around the rim a little bit. A little shake, get it all over. And you want to do this when it's hot, because that's when it'll stick, all right? Let's check back in on it. Ooh, look at that. Nice and hot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of lemon pepper seasoning. You get it anywhere. You just sprinkle over. And see, that's why you don't put a lot of salt on the wings initially. Like I said, the salt, when we put it on at the beginning, well, not really for taste or anything. They were more for just getting that fried look that fried feel and that fried taste that you want. And so there you go. So there you have it. Courtesy of yours truly. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good night.